it's not addressed or taken by Liquid, then GG, I don't see why GG just wouldn't pick it up or take it. Or Celery even. They've both played it very well. I mean, it's a Doom counter. It's a strong hero. It's a hero you don't want to give away.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, no Bloodseeker ban just yet. Coming out from Gaimin Gladiators, they focus more on Boxy.
Am I crazy? Or?
They're Ember pick, so they have to ban some post 4.
These second phase Liquid bans all look targeted to me. They don't look like anything really regarding this draft other than these are just some of Gaimin's favorite heroes, and then Underlord is like overpowered.
But they do make sense, right? Because you don't want to play Enchantress for the Dispel on the Flame Guard. You don't want the Slark to lane into the Doom.
Oh, Bloodseeker still got banned.
I think it's a Rubik or a Techies, potentially, that should come out for GG. But they could go in any direction. Crystal Maiden.
Crystal Maiden.
Techies, Bounty Hunter, or Green, all good choice. But I think maybe Techies.
So Crystal Maiden versus Ember is nice because of her root that can lock Ember down. But the way I've seen it happen is that later on, as Ember scales and gets that BKB, CM just dies to him first in every single fight.
Yeah. This game is pretty good for BKB Ember. Now they just need to pick some support to secure Ember's advantage at the laning stage.
And ideally something that provides vision, right? I mean, Monkey King could still be in the picture for Boxy if they want that vision providing support, if they're not looking at the Bounty Hunter. I also think the Rubik might still need to be taken by Liquid, but it doesn't look that scary anymore because GG have already secured what looks like their support duo, even though Cuddle can be flexed.
Yeah, I'm still really feeling like the Techies or Grimstroke. I feel like a ranged hero would be pretty nice with these two melee heroes. The Techies is, I mean, they have not picked Grimstroke, so I'd say that's like a pretty big long shot. It's just good for this game. But the Techies, like Boxy has been playing this a lot lately.
I think maybe they can pick Oracle plus Techies.
Oracle is still in the pool, but that's not necessarily something that provides vision. Then you can look to provide it from your carry potentially later on, but there are a few carries that fit that bill, right? It's got to be Monkey King. Nice.
I want to say Oracle plus some melee post 4, but now it's Techies. I don't think Oracle is good.
So now that they have this Doom, Faithian, that you've talked about a lot yesterday, you talked about how teams have to slow down heroes like this that outfarm them. When you look at GG's draft, do you think this is enough tempo to shut down the Doom?
Yeah, definitely, because Crystal Maiden is a strong laning hero, and Otto and Pango, they can just run to Doom over and over again. Yeah.
The Lich comes out.
So Lich is a hero that kind of rose to popularity recently. It was played by XG as a response to Terrorblade, and now that the Purge hero and Enchantress has been taken out, there's not really a way to address the Frost Shield on the side of GG yet, unless somebody buys a Nullifier at some point. But this means that they're preparing themselves for whatever carry pick is going to come out of Duraccio. They have a way to reduce physical damage, and they have a way to buff up their Doom and let him go in.
Something that would pierce through the Lich armor. Huerta. It's right through. Not a good hero, though.
No, we've seen it tried out a little bit, but it's not had a lot of success.
It's answered pretty well by the Doom as well.
That being said, Duraccio has... well, his Terrorblade is banned, his Slark is banned, the Monkey King comes out, though.
I like this Monkey King a lot, because it looked like a good pick for Liquid as well in their last pick for their carry, because it would have given them the vision that they needed. So not only is it a block pick, but it's a pick that's going to provide them with extra lockdown.
10 seconds.
Oh, T-Gov!
I thought Boxy was supposed to be playing.
Oh! The double! You can tell it's British, that goes with a pretty fast pace there as well.
Let's go, let's go. So it's going to provide them that extra lockdown that will help them catch heroes like Ember early on, but it's also a strong laner versus Doom. What do you think of this Monkey King, Faithian?
You mean Monkey King?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good pick. It's a classic gaming style. You just pick some late game hero for Duraccio, and yeah, it's too strong at late game and team fight. They are very structured, this lineup.
5 seconds.
And do you think that the support duo of Liquid and the Lich and the Techies are strong versus Monkey King, or do you think Monkey King can beat them?
It depends on how it's going with laning stage. You have chance to punish Monkey King, because Monkey King is also a hero, very scared someone keeping running to him. Yeah.
10
What about flexing the Monkey King to mid, and you run it against the Ember Spirit?
Also a good strategy, but you have to put Pango to offlane, and it will always make enemies for free farm.
Yeah, that would be the first time that they've even run a Monkey King mid tournament. Probably not happening. Always an option though.
Gaimin is second pick. They have option.
Well, we got 2 offlaners banned already with the Magnus and the Venomancer, while Gaimin Gladiators seems to be targeting Mickey with the Sven banned already.
So the 23 bans that people usually go for in this patch are the Seeker that have been taken out. The 23 carries, I mean. The Sven that's been taken out. Luna is something that comes to mind, and SF was a 23 pick that teams looked at for a long time, but it seems to have fallen out of favor in this patch. There's also potential for a Templar Assassin, I think, especially now that you have the Lich to protect her, and it's a decent hero versus Pango. It's very strong versus Pango in the late game, but in the early game it can protect her from these early ganks.
I think Liquid will pick some quick tempo carry, because they all have damage. I think they won't just run to them.
So what kind of carry would you like to see to run at GG?
Something you must win the lane first, and you need to strong at fight, or at tower, maybe. I wish to see Long Raider again.
Oh, you want to see another Lone Druid? It did look good earlier today. I don't dislike that idea at all. So I think TA and Luna are potential.
Yeah, maybe I was
solutions
gonna
here.
say maybe a Luna. There's also potential. Oh no, they banned the Sven, so yeah. Luna, TA. TA not so good against the disarms and the Monkey King ult.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Ooh.
Faceless Void.
Okay, they want team fight.
This is a traditional pairing with Lich, right? With the Chain Frost to the Chronosphere. It's also a pretty strong laner in surviving when the supports do rotate to the Ember, like you mentioned before. Ichthion, because Time Walk helps him in and out of situations.
10 seconds.
Yeah, this Void, they won't play late game. Like, they want Faceless Void farm, and other 4 guys just run to them, making space. And they have chance, because Ember is good at Pango laning.
Don't you just I mean, it's not so good with the Coddle, but like a Viper here would do everything Venomancer does to the Void and the Lich in lane.
Viper?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good counter to Faceless Void, but I don't know in this patch. Maybe it's just a dead hero.
What about Ogre coming back? The return of the offline Ogre.
The Ignite spam against Void, that actually sounds pretty good.
Oh, it will be the Bounty Hunter.
Okay.
Your hero. Make the
Mostly played by on the offlane by 9 Pandas. Niero plays it, of course. Maybe Gaimin Gladiators taking a page out of their book. Will this be an offlane Bounty Hunter? Yes, it will be.
Yep.
And
So,
okay, mid Pango.
what 9 Pandas have shown me about this offlane Bounty Hunter is he's actually excellent at pressuring carries because his Janata is so low cooldown and so is his toss. That way you're not too concerned about the Time Walk Void. It kind of falls off though as the game progresses, especially if it's playing versus like an AoE Doom. But I like the idea that they've gone for here. It looks very aggressive. But I do favor Liquid's draft in this game too.
I guess you've got a very thoughtful face on.
10
I mean, I agree with everything you said. We have seen it fall off, but we've also seen it, get like a 10k gold lead at 15 minutes. And just considering Gaimin's record in this tournament, I feel like this is the team to make the core bounty hunter look extremely good, because they're so dominant that they might just crush the entire game from the first 10 minutes of the game.
Final thoughts on the draft, Fabian?
I think it's pretty close to me. They have to see what's going on in mid. I hope they can win mid for Nisha.
I hope they can win mid for Nisha as well. It would be great also to have a guaranteed extra game to this grand finals. Let's see if Team Liquid can even the score. We're heading over to our commentary duo. It's Odie Pixel and No-Tail.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, game 2 ready to go here between Gaimin Gladiators and Team Liquid in this best of 5 grand finals. Notel, you were saying you kind of like the way that both teams finished things off here, right? Mickey bringing in the Void, and then Ace, that last pick, coming in with the offlane Bounty Hunter again this game.
It was really good to pick Void when you see the 4 heroes. The last pick Bounty got me worried for Liquid. I don't really see how this Void gets to lane, and you don't really want to jump into jungle. You have to go back to farm every creep wave in the early game. And going to the wave versus Bounty Hunter, like we've seen it, when 9 Pandas were running it, it's super strong with the Vanguard build. You get this timing where, as a melee carry, you can't really stay, but you can't really kill him. So you're facing a problem that's tough to solve. I've never, I don't know if ever, but now we have it in the tournament. Flexing that he can play, you know, many many heroes. I think it was a genius pick. And yeah, like they're talking on the panel, I think all the lanes are really important. I'm not going to mention the draft because I think Gaimin Gladiators, they just look unstoppable right now, and I think it's up to Liquid to find a way to beat them. Play, draft, whatever you need to challenge it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing as well, you know, Gaimin Gladiators with the second game draft, you know, similarities to that game 1, right? Once again, your Celery CM, Tofu, Keeper of the Light, and Quinn on that Pangolier that he had a fantastic game 1 on, as he pretty much tends to do most of the time that he gets this hero. Overall, do you like sort of this different approach from Liquid this time around in this game 2 to what was a similar start to the opening of Gaimin Gladiators lineup?
Yeah, well, we're dealing with another Cuddle Pango, and Quinn, I would say, is the most known Pango mid as of the latest months. He's renowned for knowing the hero, doing things with it that other people don't seem to be able to pull off. So it shouldn't be as easy of a Pango game. You have the Faceless Void, one of the best heroes in the game against you. Ulti can counter his ulti. Your Time Dilation can counter his first 2 spells. But like I said, I'm worried. The Bounty Hunter last pick got me a bit concerned because I love the Void pick when you see the 4 heroes. But what are you gonna do on the lane once he gets Vanguard and level 3 Janata?
So we'll see how well Ace Theater's gonna be able to hold his own. He's gonna get caught by the bombs here.
Ooh, that's some good damage.
They continue to run him down. He'll have to skill the Boundless Strike to try and hold them back, but it won't save him. Insane here finishes him off with another blast and gets the first blood.
Oh, these things will definitely help you. These are the things that I think Liquid have to do to be Gaimin Gladiators. You get off to a good start. You get some vision out that they won't get. You're kind of set the pace. Insania showing up top with half mana pool, less than half, and no mangoes. I don't know if that's gonna make Void a bit more worried, but I'm a bit more worried for the top lane already. The bottom lane should be better as a result.
I mean, yeah, without a doubt, with this sort of melee matchup, we're going to see at the end, Ace is going to have quite the amount of money racked up that he'll be able to take away every time that
Insania picked it up. I see. Insania got the first one, right?
Yes, yeah. Insania got last touch.
But yeah, Boxy pulling out the techies. I think he's the best techies player of the tournament with the most success. Really knows how to push things to the limit. For some reason, he seems like the hardest techies to kill, where he uses Taser and Suicide and positions himself on the map. He has a really good understanding. I wonder if other techies players are trying to copy him more so. Boxy.
I mean, how does sort of this bottom lane go down? You know, you've got the Monkey King up against the Doom. Does Duracho feel pretty safe down here? Should be pretty easy farm to get, or does the addition of the techies make things a bit risky first?
CM Monkey is a really strong lane, one of the strongest lanes in the game. You play against certain melee heroes, you can end up shoving them out. We've seen it versus the Underlord, where the Underlord can't show up anymore. He can't enter the lane. I think it's a lot to do with the creep that you get. No Devour skill yet. But once you get, I think it was Zai who got the Ice Ogre creep, an early Vanguard in one of the games. That's not looking
Foxy. Ace he finds the opportunity to jump forward and take out Celery.
Oh my god, this patch, we've seen it so many times. Heroes trading with each other, range heroes, and I think I see it all the time with techies. Trade your way down, and then all of a sudden the mine into Suicide. It's hard to calculate, I guess, when you're 60% HP, and that means you're dead.
It hasn't been sort of the funnest of lanes really for Celery. We saw what last game Liquid were able to kill him off quite a few times, that CM. So could be sort of a similar start. Obviously didn't matter in the long run for Gaimin Gladiators, those early deaths, as things started to fall together very nicely in the mid game. I mean, overall as well, with Liquid's draft this time and having things like the Doom and the Void, you know, 2 heroes with very long cooldown ultimates, is that something that the Gaimin Gladiators have the lineup to kind of punish in a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, they have a really fast lineup. I think if Bounty Hunter gets off to a good start, he's a low cooldown hero and can keep the pressure going. And the same thing with Monkey. You're not relying on Wukong when you're in certain advantages. Pangolier Coddle, obviously. You have timings when you get Diffu and high-level Chakra. You can also just play off the back of that non-stop. So yes, the long cooldowns, always you can try to punish. They have a good lineup for it, but the one thing that they don't really have is this objective taking. So if the game is stable, I don't think they're threatening Roshan, they're not threatening tower pushes. All they can really do is run a bottom lane.
Boundless is going to set up the Thrasher to build up the Jingu stacks, and Boxy, he'll get punished this time.
Oh, I wonder what happened. I'll have to see the replay, but the suicide was on cooldown, and it didn't really look to have threatened either of the gaming heroes.
Just been off the mark on an attempted initiation that time round from Boxy.
A really important lane, yeah, is going to be mid. We're not getting into the real rune territory yet, but I think the real runes have a massive impact on what can happen, both for the mids, but for the side lanes too. Ganks everywhere.
Already just for the water runes alone, Liquid, Boxy turn up.
Yeah, you have a chance right now. There's no empty bottle on Quinn. If you secure the river runes, this Tango might not get a 6 in time.
Boxy, he's going to be ready to jump forward. Good damage here onto the two of them. Still though, Quinn's able to pick up the water ring. But Boxy's able to put a stop to it. See if they can take down Tofu, but the stick charges are ready. One more instance of damage will be enough to bring Boxy down. If Quinn can find it, Boxy's trying to heal up with the Sal. Swashbuckle's back up and ready. Quinn gets the kill. Nisha, he's got a lot to play with here as he's in on top of Quinn, and Senya stepping back over Quinn. See if there's going to be enough heal from Tofu to bail him out of this. He's starting a bottle charge up. Buff him up with the Chakra Magic. The cooldown's coming back into play. Nisha knows he can't chase Quinn any further. Quinn will be saved.
Lots of mid action. I think we're going to see even more of in a 6. Zai, what did he get? He got the mana burn creep. It's not bad. There is an Ice Ogre hiding in the jungle, so if he manages to find that, I think it's probably the best creep he can get. It completely destroys the Monkey, all you want to do. I think it's also very good versus the Bounty and the Pangolier, so you could choose to keep it for a while.
Big thing though, with the start, Duracho and Celery, they have set this up for Duracho to get pretty much free farm now, unless they can find an opportunity to jump, then they'll try, but Duracho, with the mischief there, being able to dodge the instance damage coming out from the blast off, with that able to step back, and Senya has headed across though, due to the twin gates, and that third hero will manage to be enough to take it down Duracho.
It's such a nice dodge, but it's not enough. Senya coming in from behind, that's the portal getting into play again.
And they need this Liquid. You know, Duracho having a very free time in that lane.
Well, let's see bottom lane, because he has to TP in for this. Banner creep is dying. Catapult is hitting the tower. I wonder if they're planning to go again. I think they could. Foxy has all his spells up again. Insania. Sai is just a bit low. No, too low. Too low for comfort.
Foxy.
6 minutes.
He's got somewhere to be. You know, he can't afford to hang around this bottom lane any longer. Has to make sure that they can set up for favorable conditions around this 6-minute power route.
It's also starting to happen top. Mika can't trade with the Bounty Hunter. There's no point hitting back.
See what it's going to be. It's going to be down bottom. Celery is able to get in and deny it. Nisha not able to get the refuel, get the pickup.
And Invis Rune is out of the game. One of the less important runes of the game. I think Ilo is actually quite good this game for both teams. You have silences, you have chains, you have CM spells, track that's going to come up. So yeah, 8-minute rune, even more important.
Back to the lane, and more than happy to continue to farm rather safe. It's close stuff on the lanes, really.
Yeah, but top lane, you see this Bounty Hunter, 2.8k. Mika is at 2.2, and I think if we keep an eye on this level 3 Janata now, I don't know what you're going to do on this Faceless Void. Like, you're going to either need a gank from your mid laner, or you're going to have to hit jungle creeps, but it feels really wrong to just go jungle. It doesn't work.
Yes, it's sort of coming in with the gank. Never really feels good when the enemy offlane's already got this early Vanguard. You can't really be that sure you're going to get the kill unless you're sort of moving with the two supports as well.
Difficult, but they do have the magic damage to do it. You have the level 2 Flame Guard, but Lich and Techies can bring a lot, and I think it's what you have to do. You saw Gaimin Gladiators when they were playing against Miero, who had an early Vanguard. They went for it. No, they went for this early Vanguard kill when Miero was placing himself at hard spots in the map or running in first. And yeah. You have, bottom lane.
Celery, he's going to step up pretty far. So he's going to turn and chase him out. They'll be able to kill him off now with the jump over with the blast off from Boxy. He's in on top of Duracho. They're going to be able to take out both. Couple of kills for Liquid, maybe more, as Insania pulls back on towards Tofu. Midgay's ready to join the fight. Heads over, he's going to try for the TP out, but they've got him. Infernal Blades back up from
Zai. Liquid, they'll take out 3.
A really good rotation. I think Mika is so happy he shows up there. Doesn't just show up for the assist goal, but he actually gets the last hit. His game was, yeah, dead top. It was a dead lane for him. Ace, I don't know what he's going to do this time around, but he's been doing it in all these other games. Like right place, right time. I wonder what that means now when you're Bounty Hunter. You don't have the same tool set that you've had on Underlord or Magnus to kind of turn around team fights. I think with Bounty Hunter, you have to be there preemptively, because you also have to tank the spells. Because if you're not tanking the spells, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Who else on the team is going to feel good doing so? I mean, maybe Quinn, if he's able to get in and get a good multi-match.
Yeah, Penko can do it, but if they go on Quinn first, Ace shows up, the only thing that can happen is maybe you get to run them down afterwards. Bottom.
Second turn for Dracho again. Jump forward. Mickey closing the gap as well. Again, good dodge here with the mischief. The chrono's there. Mickey's hit the 6, and Dracho's gone before anything can be done. Ace, see if we can pick up some kills in return. Gets the track out onto Insane. We'll start the chase down Boxy. He's holding back Ace. Ace can try and turn his attention towards Boxy instead. Shuriken bounce, damage not enough. Insane turns around, gets another sloth onto Ace, and Boxy continues to body block Ace off. And he's buying time for Zai to close in. And now Liquid, they can look and turn this one around. Ace will get the kill, but he'll almost certainly pay for this. 3 heroes looking to chase him down. Another line thrown out. Ace tries to bring down Boxy. He will get it. So at the end of the day, I think that's a big fat worth there from Ace. He takes down 2 on the way out.
That's definitely a big fat worth. I mean, you get the track money. I was surprised that Doom came in, didn't have the Doom, but he probably, I mean, obviously didn't expect this scenario to happen. Yeah, I guess that's what you have to do with Bounty Hunter. If your teammates die, all you can do is try to get a rebuttal, try to get a counter kill. I'm also curious to what he's going to buy and which neutral item he's going to go for. We always see the mana neutral items on these types of heroes because you're so low mana and you'd rather not buy something for it. Maybe something. Oh, he's going for Midas. Ah, that's his way to scale after the Vanguard build.
I mean, yeah, he wants the money, Ace. This game on his bounty. Definitely an interesting approach, but one I'm always down to see play out. The question if it will. I mean, what do you think sort of causing him to have this sort of approach this game, going for the greed, going for the farm?
I think it's a very smart approach. It's also something that Seb used to do a lot on certain heroes. When you're winning the early game, but you have a really hard time. Oh, Tofu.
Here of the mine. Obviously,
hard to remember.
The blast off. Quinn's going to attempt to help out. He's in with the rolling thunder, but it's put to a stop by Insane with the pullback. They've got the chains as well. Quinn, he's falling low. Finally able to get the ult up and another slide of fist.
He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it.
He's going to be able to get out. He's going to try and jump with the remnant, but again, the swashbuckles back up in time. Quinn won't get caught. Celery, on the other hand, though, will be left behind. Nisha, with that arcane rune and the high up time of the slide of fist, claims the 2 kills.
Oh, that's such a good rune. I don't remember what the last rune was, but I think there's still DD remaining. Maybe DD and Illusion.
Yeah, I think there was it was Invis into Illusion into Arcane.
Okay, so we got the DD and the Shield coming up, which are both really, really good. Especially for the Ember, if Ember can get the DD. Mika, back top lane versus level 4 Janata. Yeah. I don't know if we got the statistics for the other game, but I think it's such an interesting statistic to see how much Janata is doing, especially in this stage of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we could already sort of just see it on the individual hero network, the fact that Ace is as high as he is.
Yeah,
if he gets that minus go in this game, this bounty, he could end up being ahead of everybody else by quite a bit.
Yeah, back to what I was saying. Seb used to do this. I think some offlaners have this approach where once you get a really good item early, that might not help you farm, but it helps you pressure. And your team is not ready to perhaps pressure with you. You get the pressure done that you can with this Vanguard, and you go back for Midas because it's a way to keep scaling into the game. It's a way to punish the enemy for inactivity as well. Like if they're not making a play and you're not able to make your own.
And I think one of the reasons it feels good as well, I would imagine, sometimes we're seeing kind of the Doom approach where you get the early auras.
He's doing the same, Vanguard Midas.
He's like, well, if Doom's buying a Midas, I want to get one as well.
Yeah, bottom tower though, falling first for Liquid, or falling. We're getting guided by Liquid. They has taken the first tower in 68.8% of their games. Second highest after Shopify Rebellion. They had this weird tower statistic too, right? They had the first tower of the tournament and stuff like this. But yeah, Liquid managing to get more. Oh, there's the DD.
Yeah, there you go. Very nice one for Nisha, who made magic happen with the arcane. DD in the bottle, definitely something that Gaimin Gladiators will have to be definitely aware of. You know, if he starts to disappear on the map, this Ember Spirit could be on the hunt for kills. Very close to having the full Maelstrom done. 400 gold away, Nisha.
Got 6 on both supports now on Liquid side. Everybody got their ultimate abilities. Mid tower is going to be the next thing. Nisha popping the DD for it. Very hard for Celery to kind of help threaten anything because if you're close, this light takes Takes about a third of your HP.
Not a lot they can do to push Liquid off this tower. 12 minutes in, 2 tier 1s already taken here by Liquid. And
Very good
with
start.
themselves, yet to lose a tower. And something that we could see sort of stay like that for a while, as you say, what Gaimin Gladiators, they don't really have the heroes to push towers early.
They don't have the heroes to push towers. The only thing that they can really do is fight back or start the fights themselves. And I think if Liquid want to respond and they're in a good position, they always have it in them to take the fight top lane.
Gonna try and set up for this. Okay, it's another profit. Chrono and the chain frost, the bounces, most of them heading over towards the creeps, so not enough damage to kill Ace off. Boxy jumps in to put an end to Celery. Here, Boxy's going to get turned upon. Quinn, he's going to look to go straight for the Lich instead. Nisha heads in from the back lines, takes out Topa with a sleight of fist. Ace, he just pushes on, sets up with a track, takes out Insania. Quinn, swashbuckle on towards Nisha. And Mickey, Nisha, they're still fighting strong. They'll turn towards Quinn. Quinn with a fair bit of damage reduction thanks to the shield crash that he was able to get off. Balance from Duracho, he's turned up for the fight. Mickey's able to get a big time walk off, gets pretty much half his HP back up.
Oh, such a big time dilation. It could have been so bad. Quinn getting the Diffu timing there, and you see one swashbuckle removing half of Void's mana, but not getting the second one. Just the nature of time dilation. You also see Mika's skill build. Oh, we're not done.
He wants to try and go for more, but Ace has Quinn and Celery by his side. I mean, we are certainly seeing Ace just sort of with this Vanguard alone. Not an easy hero to kill. They're dropping these Chronos, these Chain Frost. Albeit, as I said, the bounces weren't ideal. A lot being tanked by the creeps. Didn't even really come close to killing Ace.
No casino for Insania today. But you see the skill build on the Void. I think it's very smart. I don't think it's the go-to. People can choose to skill this hero differently, but this is definitely the fighting build. The one that the enemies are going on us, or I need to join the fights, I need to be there. This is how you help the most. Level 4 time dilation, and you can see it in that fight, both for the bounty and for the Pangolier.
There we go, they want to fight Liquid. They've got the Doom ready to play around. So I can close in. They won't need to drop an ult for this one. They just close in onto Tofu. Picks it up. And now with the Maelstrom. Tofu was able to pick up the mech, complete all the way up. Again, he's doing great with the dodges and the damage, but he's still very, very dead.
Oh, Boxy's so good with the taser. The way he pulls it off, he stands on top of the mine. I think he tries to bait the right click on him to protect the proximity mine. And once you hit him once, on purpose or not, then you're disarmed for, how long is it, level 1? 2.4 seconds, which just allows the proximities to keep going off. Ace... Nope.
I mean, again, Ace feels pretty invincible. He's more than happy to poke at Liquid wherever he gets the opportunity. He knows it's going to take a lot from Liquid if they want to try and...
Here's the coddle. No more mana.
Taking checks. And the full low McKay's got enough for one more time walk.
Just enough. Duelist Glove. Is that a new Faces Void item?
Yeah, but it's a nice bit of damage, right? And if you start, you get a Chrono, you catch some heroes, you get an extra bit of attack speed easily.
Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Tumblr story on Lich. I really like seeing like the progression of some of these items. I really like when I see the shovel. Tofu.
Blast back onto Insania, but Boxy, he's in. Jump forward in with the Chain Frost. It's already bouncing out. They've got the Doom drop towers as well onto Quinn. Quinn, he's in trouble, and he's just closing in with a sleight of fist. Quinn's going down. Tofu as well, not able to escape. Zai cleaning up the double Ace. We'll get a courier from this, but they might have a good chance of killing him as well, because Nisha's got the control of the chains. Zai closes back up. They're ready to take down a third as Ace. There's no way out for him this time.
Oh, that's what you like to see if you're a Liquid fan, or if you just want more games for this best of 5. Very well played, very good response. Zai getting the perfect Doom target. And yeah, if you're the Retro, you're probably sweating a bit. You're working on this Battle Fury. You're already far behind in the game, and I think if he ever becomes a problem on the Monkey King, you have no problem expanding the Doom on him. You can easily tank this role in a game like this. Nothing's gonna blow up the Void if not for the Monkey. So Zai, I think he's gonna have an easy time later on in the fights. If he chooses, he can just hang back and wait for the Monkey to show.
We'll see again, the start of that fight. Great ult usage from both Insania and Zai. No hesitation. Insania knows the two of them are going to get grouped up, gets the Chain Frost out, and Zai, as soon as he sees Quinn step right underneath him, he's immediately out with the ultimate.
Yeah, I think it's hard for Ace to do what he's been doing on these other heroes. Bounty isn't this type of hero. You need to be snowballing, you need to make more use of the Vanguard, you need to kind of, yeah, get the Bounty Hunter gameplay going, but they didn't, and now I think it's a tall mountain to climb for Gladiators. It's gonna be down to this Monkey King to do heavy lifting together with Quinn.
Let's have a look. They've turned around some rough starts before Gaimin Gladiators. Not afraid to play from behind. Eventually, the build from Ace, Midas got pumping in. start to get these items out thick and fast. Just get the pick of the Cosmos Cape. So
It's a good smoke, I think. This could work out really well.
He's going to be into the availability of Chronosphere. So Mickey, if he wants to head over with the TP and the ultimate, could look to turn around any attempt that Gaming Gladiators bring to them.
Yeah. Looking a bit more awkward now. If you go towards the mid lane, you're going to have Lich camping, and like you're saying, the Void easily to connect. I think what you really want is going to be the Rune fight.
So he's ready to jump in. This is going to be up top. Foxy, the stun connection onto Celery. Nisha stepping forward. Caught by the force, but the chain frost is out. They've got a split. Celery just gets completely decimated there by the slide of Fierce Days. They'll push on forward to look towards Boxy, but Liquid, they've got the numbers, they've got the high ground. Gaming Gladiators, they're still going to try and force this though. Quinn, in with the Rolling Thunder, gets a good angle, set up for Zyber. Mickey jumps forward. Chronosphere is only going to catch on to Tofu. They'll focus the call. Taracho puts a stop to Mickey with a barrel strike, but not enough to save Tofu. Now the doom from Zy, laid down again onto Quinn. Quinn's out. Ace also to fall. They just can't take the fights right now, Gaming Gladiators. Liquid consistently coming out on top.
Well played. I think Sai keeping his cool, putting the Doom on the Pango, even though he's still rolling, few seconds left. But you know, once he gets out, double swashbuckle can come and it changes everything. Yeah, Ratcho, I don't know.
Can't do on his own.
It's not going to be enough damage.
No, not at all.
Level 1 Wukong. Long cooldown.
Got to settle for the farm, try and get that next item done, going Battle Fury into the BKB. See on the progress for Mickey. It's going to go full out on the aggression, on the damage. 300 gold and he'll have a full Mjolnir already. Got that growth bow as well, helping him reduce the magic resistance of those that he's hitting into. These Mjolnir procs, they're going to deal a lot of damage.
Yep. You have BKB finish on Nisha too. I think the way that they can open the fights from here on out, it's a dream to be playing this Doom. You're going to have this Ember going in for you. You're going to have Chrono to back you up. Lich armor as well. Nothing should blow up. It's one thing that I haven't mentioned. Lich armor this game, super high value. Where's the real damage coming out for Gladiators? Well, it's gonna come from the Monkey, it's gonna come from the Pango, it's gonna come from the Bounty Hunter, and most of it's gonna be physical. So if you get the Lich ulti on the one guy that's out there soaking up the attention, or Ember, you know, barreling through.
And check this out as well, you know, Boxy, he's ready with the new tech, ready to try and solo the old Tormentor that's coming up in a few seconds.
Oh, nice. These are the new patch nerds. Take notes, guys.
I'll take this down so quickly. And it's pretty much gone. Have to be a bit careful against the time walk off. He'll stay safe. So indeed, with the power of the techies, you're able to take these early Tormentors down super fast.
Yeah, interesting pickup for Mika, choosing the Grow Bow on a Faceless Void. You're not a range hero, sir. But obviously, with the magic damage increase, is also where most of Liquid's damage is still coming from.
It is the whole team, really, yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole team. We got Maelstrom on Ember, we got the Techies bringing out massive damage, Lich bringing out massive damage, Doom having, of course, the AoE, the Infernal Blade. Yeah. I really love what they did with the new Tridents. I'm a personal fan of, you know, you get to get your token and then you get to choose, and usually you'll get something more fitting for your hero or fitting for your item build. Yeah. I see new things all the time here. I think pros are still figuring out what's good in the hood. So, Vampire Fangs. I don't think I've seen anyone do this yet. Maybe I have, but yeah, this is the first time I noticed this.
Yeah, very sort of few heroes that I want to go for. I feel like a lot of the times there's normally something else better to.
It's like the the night vision too. It's so cool. I remember this item we used to talk about in OG. Yeah. How it actually impacts the night. And it's one of the best things you can have on Doom is night vision. So I think Sai is thinking about that too.
Means there's always that solid chance to kind of get the precast Doom off right if you see a hero on the.
And they're dire, so they're like the night team now.
On the night side, I mean, it can make a difference, especially around those Roshans that end up on that top half of the map. Oh, triangle ace. He's going to get caught. No chance of surviving. Quinn is also very low on mana. He's got his wand in his backpack as well, so he won't be able to get a burst of it off. He's got one bottle charge. It's enough to get a swashbuckle off. And that will be enough to keep him safe. He goes for the swashbuckle TP, has just enough mana to play with that one bottle charge. Hey, he's lucky to get out of that one. That was close.
Lucky or good. Maybe he knows all the juke spots. I think a lot of pros have no clue how the treats work on the sides yet. These are things that I think take a lot of time if you're going to know whether or not.
This Tormentor's yet to be taken by Gaming Gladiator. They're going to get both of these shards.
That's a big deal. In a game like this. Who got it? Lich? Yeah, free Ice Fire. You'll take that. That's really nice. He's getting his reactive taser. He casts on allies, deals damage on detonation. I have a feeling like this is probably one of the best shard games you could have on Techies. When you look at the Gladiators heroes like Monkey, Bounty, even the Pango.
It's going to be super difficult for kind of Duracho to focus on targets in these team fights. He's going to try with maybe some setup here in the trees. Alice, BKB is already there. Nisha, he'll be able to pop it, stands his ground for... Oh, tries to play full aggressive. It'll cost him his life. Boxy's jumped in. In fact, Boxy, he's going to pay with his life as well.
Man, I love that tip.
He chooses to stand his ground rather than opting to escape. And that is quite the pickup there for Duracho.
How do you tip like this? You have no idea if somebody's coming from the fog about to kill you again. You know that the Ember died. The Tukis is still there in your Wukong, and you.
I mean, I think that, yeah, Duracho did not expect that kill to be handed to him, but it certainly was.
Oh,
And another one hit, track kill.
Track money.
Ace and Quinn, they run down Insania. Yeah, you've got to be careful of your Liquid, even though they have the sort of lead 22 to 8, 10k advantage. Kills like this, they hurt.
I mean,
Nisha playing aggressive, hadn't got any defensive remnants laid down before he gets caught here, and opts to sort of stand his ground, play aggressive with the remnants, leaves him no escape.
Gossamer's Cape. Automatically dodge an attack from an enemy hero. Bounty Hunter's choice of item. I wonder if that works. I mean, it should work in the Sleight of Fist, right?
It should, right? Yeah, towards the 6 of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all these things adding up now. Ace, pipe done, 2k gold in the bank as well. You know, as expected with this Midas build, he's keeping up in farm.
Oh, did you see that? Oh my god.
Let's have a look. And there, I mean, you're bang on with how sort of rare we've seen the Vampire Fangs. The second least purchased out of the tier 2 neutrals Vampire Fangs. Nice. Don't catch him this time. They've got another sentry down. As I say, it's pretty beefy with the pipe, but not beefy enough to survive this. Nice fire laid down as well. No chance of walking away. Down to all the slows. Boxy's already trying to see if he can set up Fonta Tofu as well. He's going to try with the blast off. Won't get lucky with it. Still able to find the vision to lay down a mine. I mean, Nisha's got this arcane rune. He can play pretty aggressive. And this time, I think he's going to get away with it. Walks up, chases out Tofu. Tofu will pop the mech. Gonna have another slight change in a second. Nisha gets the kill and easily gets out.
Oh my god, Nisha is one of the most annoying players to play against, I think. You're playing the support and this guy just spends an arcane rune and chases you into the base. It can't help but feel that it's a little bit personal.
Be able to get back on with the push now, Liquid. A tier 2 tower in the bottom lane, not going to be held onto by Gaimin Gladiators.
Yeah. I want to believe Liquid are going to take this to a 1-1.
Celery. Just going to get found there. You ain't getting away, bro. Celery will be able to spend up his money, which he had a lot. I mean, rare situation, sort of 25 minutes in. Celery, he's walking around with 3,000 gold cash in his pocket. Did buy at the Solar Crest before he goes down.
Yeah. What are we looking at on the Monkey King? He's going for the Echo Saber into Basher. It's going to help threaten the Void. It's going to help threaten the Ember once you get there. I think you're going to have a massive damage issue coming up.
Look at the ult here for Ace. They don't want to allow this bounty to keep on farming. He'll survive the Chronosphere, but he won't survive the follow-up. Duracho's here to watch from the trees. See if he wants to fight around his BKB and Wukong. So Liquid, they're aware that Gaimin Gladiators may still try and set something up in return with the fact that Liquid's already dropped the Chrono and the Chain Frost, so they'll back off in the tier 2 for now.
They have the Aghanims on the Pango, and if they play with the Chakra from Coddle, I do think that they still have a lot in them. If the Lich Armor isn't there and they manage to get the right stun on, let's say, BK or Ember, I do think they can blow them up. But yeah, we're getting to the critical point where I think heroes start getting really hard to burst, really hard to kill. Mid lane, couldn't do it.
Going to try for Quinn. Fired down as well as the pullback with the Sinister Gaze. Enough. Nisha. A couple of remnants to play with, but he won't jump forward. I want to go in blindly, and Liquid, they're happily split up and continue to pick up the farm. Zai, top net worth, closing in on his next time and that level 18. Gaimin Gladiators, they're going to go out on the hunt, see if they can catch this Doom potentially.
Interesting choice by Mika to not level up the Chrono. You do get 10 seconds less and the duration does go up. Mana cost goes up quite a bit, which is why I think he's choosing not to level it. I think it's actually
The opening onto Zai, but Zai's got the BKB, he'll offer the BKB TP out. He's away, only just.
All right.
He keeps it cool there, Zai. No need to panic as he escapes. Next time round won't be so easy with the Basher being queued up next by Duracho. Bear that in mind, but as for now, that sort of play will save.
Yeah, I think Roshan is on the menu now. If you're Liquid, I don't see why you would wait until day. Just kill it now. You know they're all bottom. You have the items on the Void to do it. But yeah, I think that the diffusal actually made Mika not want to level this up. The risk of the double mana burn with the Coddle Angolier.
Here up top, Nisha pushing in the wave, as you say, just sort of making space for the rest of Liquid to head into the Roche pit. Sort of set the map up in a fashion that leaves it rather awkward for Gaming Gladiators to be able to navigate the map over towards this spot. And even if they did so, you know, Zai is ready with the Doom if a fight ends up kicking off in 20 seconds. Mickey, he'll have the Chronosphere. So still at a point where Gaming Gladiators, they pretty much want to hit the creeps and just try their best to catch up in farm on their cores. Taking a fight, it's not going to be any easier.
Double Wisdom Rune getting picked up. I guess Liquid feeling generous. And now, who did they give it to? They gave it to the Void. I was actually gonna say, I would be very surprised if they didn't give it to the Ember, but they gave it to the Faceless Void. Nisha almost finishing Ags. He is gonna be very hard to kill. The Void could be running the risk, and it's also the most important kill for them. I think this Chrono is kind of the last nail in the coffin. They can choose to just Chrono the roll, and I don't see Gladiators having enough firepower anymore to take the fight. I don't think there has to be anything special. Ooh, Duracho popping the smoke.
Okay, heavily on the hunt, does not have any fear in him with his Aegis in his pocket, ready to jump forward. The questions as well, sort of how much of a difference Ace's pickups will make. He has got the Crimson on top of the pipe, so at least a couple of things to get off, protect people to get caught in the Chrono win. Gonna try and start things on to Zai, will force out the BKBs. Zai steps back, that's the Rolling Thunder and the Wukong's command put to waste.
That's a bit awkward, no? I think the cooldowns are too long to expend for just one BKB on the Doom. I think Nisha's gonna look to go, yeah.
That's Duracho, he's out. Primal Spring in time.
I don't think the tower defense is realistic. I'm really worried for Gladiators if they choose to go for this. Any moment, Nisha can just decide to dive deep. This Aghanim Ember is not a normal Ember.
So you can just easily fly all over the place, close the gap in onto the backline support. Not many parts of the team fight will feel safe against this high mobility that Nisha now possesses.
There we go.
Catch one of them here, Tofu. Anything they see, any sort of setup, and Nisha, he'll have the speed to close in and follow up.
Or Sai trying for them.
It's such a hard kill for them to try and get Boundless Strikers off the mark. Zai's too speedy, he's able to turn and get the Doom on one of the Duracho. Quinn, he's got to try and help him out. He jumps forward, and they will manage to turn. Zai getting bashed up, Insane's in with the shield. The Frostbite's going to get laid down, the chain pushes there as well. Zai's got the BKB back up. He's able to stand his ground for now. Duracho falls. Quinn and Ace trying to finish Zai off, but the Blink's back up. Zai, he's on his way out. The Swashbuckle will clip him, but it isn't enough. Quinn is going to continue to chase. Big Dagger's going to be back up in a few seconds for Zai. Quinn closing the gap with the Rolling Thunder. He gets in on top of him. Mickey kills on base. Quinn will finish off Zai. But the rest of Liquid, they're heading Quinn's way. Jump ball from his head with a Blink Dagger. Pulls him back with the Sinister Gaze. Nisha and Mickey close in. Jump ball from Boxy. Quinn will be punished for pushing on.
Oh, the Pavis. The Pavis from Insania almost saved him.
Just so much that it took there from Gaming Gladiators to just get Zai. Cost them heavily. All three of their cores taken down in that effort to kill off one Doom.
It's a good... I want to say it's a really good play. Like, I really respect it. I think Gaming Gladiators are probably feeling the desperation. They're feeling that something has to happen. They see Doom being the most isolated hero on the map. And yeah, to be honest, it was pretty close, you know? If Lich wasn't there, if he was just 2-3 more seconds late, I think Zai dies, and most likely they can both get away, or at least one of them. Respectable, you know, if you don't do this, I think you're just accepting a slow loss. So, commended.
They're trying to do what they can, but still this lead from Liquid continues to grow massively. 30-9.
Insania with the Blink.
Gold lead.
The map is starting to close in more and more. Mika's still level 20, level 1 Chrono. I wonder when is going to be enough. He's got Scotty, so he should feel better about the mana.
They're going to jump base. Outside of the base. Caught by the chains. See if there's anything to save him. He'll get a bit of a burst heal, but it's not enough. And Mickey's ready to jump for more. Goes into the base beyond the racks to look for Tofu. Tofu, he's trying to get to the fountain, but the chains, they catch him. They get the two of them, and meanwhile out on the map, Zai and Boxy, they're killing off Duracho. He's healing up a little bit with the Jingu Mastery, but it's not enough to stay alive. 3 heroes going down from the bottom to the top. Liquid coming in with a push down bottom. Also coming in with a push on the top lane. Quinn to try and hold back Zai. Zai's got the BKB back up already if he feels needed here as he will. He'll just walk away. Rolling Thunder, the ult from Celery, not going to be enough to do anything about this BKB Doom as Zai escapes. Oxy sliding around the place here with the Ogre Seal Tome, and it's just a bit of a distraction as Liquid, they're pushing down the bottom lane, taking these barracks. Oxy just wasting Quinn's time.
Radiant's bottom has fallen.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe. I am starting to believe.
Dire's middle
Aegis is gonna expire. Mika is, I mean, he's a 3k HP hero. I have a feeling it's not a realistic burst. But if I was Gladiators, this is what I would be talking about. I would be talking about bursting this Void, maybe bursting the Ember. Somehow finding the chain stun. You literally need everything, plus a little magic, I think. But yeah, I don't really see any other way.
Top lane. See if they can get Quinn. Rolling Thunder still on cooldown. Quinn,
Link is not gonna help you.
he's not got many options. He's got the swashbuckle.
2, 1.
I mean, blinks up in a second in from Zai. If he wants to land, he does. He knows exactly where Quinn's going to be. Gets on top of him. He's ready to run it down the score. Directions with the balance strike. That'll save Quinnen off the chaser. Lord's going to get Lotus back towards them. Nisha's in with the BKB axe. Finishes off Quinn. And he's maybe ready to go for more. Side of fist onto the three of them. Ace pops the Crimson. Keeps them safe.
We got Chrono.
And Mickey's still ready to go. Wants to drop it in here for Seller. He knows that he's in the trees. Quinn's coming with the buyback. They want to try and punish this dive from Liquid. Duracho setting up with a vision from the trees. Eyes on Mickey. Now let's strike to start things. Mickey turns towards him. He said he's got the pullback up to Duracho. Mickey's in. It's a 3-man Chrono. The damage follow-up isn't going to be there. Look for the easy kill first. Take down Tofu. He's caught by the frostbite. Zai off to the side. He found Duracho with a doom. Jump forward from Box. He gets the 2-man blast on board. Seller tries to hold his own with the ultimate, but they don't care. Liquid, they push on forward and they get the team white.
Wow. For a moment there, I thought Mickey was getting dangerously low. Quinn's buyback, it was a fair try. He went for the disarm inside the Chrono. Maybe if he gets it, he could look a little bit different. But yeah, Liquid's lead is now 30k. It's tremendous.
It's an insane advantage now.
It's very hard for the Spine Hunter to get anything done.
Yeah, not many teams could come back from a spot like this. Liquid up to the base, ready to take some of these barracks.
Full Octarine for Ember getting delivered. Not bad, not bad.
This fight it's just been too much for the Gaimin Gladiators. They tried to sort of go down the farm route with this Midas Bounty Hunter on Ace. This game, it's just not worked out. They haven't managed to sort of piece together the items that they need to hold back Liquid. Duracho getting constantly bullied. Liquid around these ultimates, around Zai on his Doom. I mean, Zai 8-1 and 16. It's just been too much. I mean, that bottom duo, the two of them, right, Zai and Boxy, they've just been a nightmare for Gaimin Gladiators this game.
Yeah, I can't help but go back to the Bounty Hunter versus Doom matchup. What you do for your team, what kind of items it is that you're buying. Like this Doom offering the Greaves, offering a Doom, now he's offering also Shivas. But it's more like the damage, the skill set, the Infernal Blade, the Scorcher. Compared to what the Bounty Hunter does in most of these fights, I mean, it's night and day. Bounty Hunter probably gets a 600, 700, 800 damage in, whereas Doom can get thousands. It was a good pick though, when on paper. It was a good pick for the lanes. Right now, this is the time that Doom shines and Bounty doesn't. DD Ember. Or Void.
And Nisha.
Probably Void.
One creep away from the level 25 as well, Nisha. So if he wants to play with the extra slide, fish, lean into DD or the Remnants. He's already going to find Tofu. Tofu is away in time. Use the Rolling Thunder to try and go for Nisha, but the BKB's out for Nisha. Meanwhile, over in the river, Ace gets taken down by Mickey inside. Quinn, he's got to back off now. The BKB's there for Nisha. The link has popped on Quinn in the middle. Celery's ult immediately put to a stop. Dead. The Chrono's there for Mickey. Nisha swings across the back lines with the DD and the slider fist. Cuts through them. Quinn's out for 70, no buyback. Duracho's caught by the Doom. He's out for good as well. This one looking well and truly over. And there it is. GG is called. Liquid will hit back so damn hard in this game too.
Wow, they bleed. The Gladiators bleed. Very nice to see. As in, I want the best of 5. I'm, of course, just interested in a good Dota, and I'm really happy that we're seeing good Dota right now. Really happy to see that, even with last pick in a Bounty Hunter game, when it looks like you might have a landing issue, that, yeah, Liquid, they're not phased. 9-0-17 for Mika.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Just popping off on sort of all fronts, you know, as you say.
Well,